Some journeys leave you with memories, others leave you with questions that will haunt you for life. This story happened in 1987, deep in the forests of Satyamangalam, between Tamil Nadu and Karnataka. What began as a simple overnight bike ride turned into one of the most terrifying encounters I've ever lived through. It all began late one night at our college hostel in Bangalore. My friend's father, who was working in Kuwait, called with an urgent request. His passport was needed immediately in Trivandrum before his flight early next morning. Bangalore to Trivandrum is nearly 850 kilometers apart. No train, no bus could reach in time. But we were young, bold, a little reckless, and believed we could make it. So, the next morning, my friend and I decided to ride all the way on my small 125cc Yamaha bike. Two college boys. One endless road. No fear. The sun was warm, the wind was sharp, and for the first few hours, it felt like an adventure. Laughter, music, stories, roadside tea, and open skies. By nightfall, we reached Trivandrum, delivered the passport, and planned to rest before heading back to Bangalore. But that return journey would change everything. We started back the next afternoon, tired but determined. As the day faded, the roads grew emptier. By midnight, we had reached Salem, right at the edge of the infamous Satyamangalam forest. Now, if you know the 1980s in South India, you've probably heard one name, Veerappan, a ruthless smuggler and elephant poacher who ruled the forest. Feared by locals, hunted by police. He killed over 100 people, including officers, commandos, even civilians. And that night, we were about to cross his territory. The road was silent, the forest endless. Only the sound of the bike engine and our own heartbeat echoed in the night air. Sometime past midnight, exhaustion hit us. We decided to stop for a quick coffee and maybe a cigar to stay awake. We parked the bike beside a massive tree. It was completely dark, not a single street light, not even the moon, just us, the road, and the whispers of the forest. We laughed nervously, talking about Veerappan, his crimes, his men, how brave we were to even be there. But deep down, both of us knew we were terrified. That's when it happened. About 10 meters ahead, behind a huge dark rock, we saw it, a sudden flash of light, a glowing fire, bright, golden, silent. Then 6 more lights emerged from behind the rock, floating just a few feet above the ground. They moved in a perfect line, as if invisible hands were carrying lanterns. But there was no one there, no footsteps, no sound, no shadows, just these orbs of light, gliding silently across the road. We stood frozen. The forest that had been whispering a moment ago went completely silent. Even the crickets stopped. The 6 lights hovered, then slowly came together, merging into a single glowing sphere. And then, just like that, they vanished. We didn't speak. We didn't think. We just ran. My friend jumped on the bike. I followed. And we tore down that dark road faster than that Yamaha had ever gone. Branches brushed past, the cold air cut into our faces. But we didn't dare look back. 15 minutes later, we reached a small town on the other side of the forest. There was a tea stall still open, a few factory workers sitting outside. We stopped, shaking, unable to speak. We waited there until dawn. Neither of us said a word about what we saw. Back at the hostel, no one believed us. They laughed, said we must have dozed off and dreamed it. But how can two people share the same dream? At the same time, in the same place? A week later, our canteen manager overheard our story. He pulled us aside and said quietly, "You're not the first ones to see those lights. Years ago, a family of 6 had died in an accident on that exact stretch of road. Their car had overturned and caught fire. None of them survived. Some locals believe that what we saw that night weren't lanterns. They were the souls of that family, still crossing the road together. I'll never forget that night, not because of what I saw, but because of what I felt. That forest holds memories. Some seen, some not meant to be, And every time I ride through a dark road alone, I can still see those six lights glowing faintly in my mind. Because not all fires burn wood, some burn through your soul. If you love chilling true stories and cinematic horror documentaries, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Mr. Anonymous, where reality is stranger than fiction.